From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones is going to fire one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
27 yards on the punt with no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his running back, Carter.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Tua. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of...
To a hit, and the ball is out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From just shy of midfield, Jones. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Running right through it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Try and run for it with Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Holt, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Into the secondary again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. On second down, it's Bell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now third. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now Jones off the play fake. Jones hit, and the ball's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. That's caught. It's James Washington. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's a strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
Congratulations, you know how to fucking run.
Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back now in Foxborough. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 74 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A quick throw complete to Washington. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Tagovailoa. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back up and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he is going to have the 1st down here, but hold on. As there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Pats, it's a victory for Mac Jones in his debut at quarterback. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.